Okay, people, good afternoon. It's Monday at the Robin's Nest, and that means that we are going to be warming up our voices and talking vocal health. Today is also a Q&A day, so if you have any questions about your voice, I am happy to answer those questions today. We're going to get straight into what the Robin's Nest is all about and how we get down. So I'm Ashley Robin. I'm a producer, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter. I'm also a musicianship coach, which basically means that whatever makes you fully the music creator you desire to be, whether that's vocals, songwriting coaching, ear training help, or production coaching, I am your girl. I can help you in all four of those areas. I have 2 degrees in music. That's a bachelor's degree in classical performance and a master's degree in jazz performance. I've been singing seriously and studying music for about 18 years now, and I have been teaching people either about music or how to make music for about 13 years now in different contexts, like for colleges and organizations, and of course on an individual one-to-one basis. I myself am a signed artist. I've worked with other labeled artists. I've sung backgrounds for live television broadcasts, live concerts are really cool, legendary spaces like the Apollo Theater in New York City where I am from, backgrounds for live concerts. I also get called upon to do background vocals for studio sessions, and I get called on as well as vocal director to help make sure that background vocals are set and doing what they need to do for live recordings, events, etc., blah, blah, blah. I myself have coached artists that work with people like Pharrell, Lana Del Rey, and Burna Boy, and guess what? I'm your coach too, right? And so I own the Robin's Nest, which is a virtual music academy for artists and musicians just like you who are serious about succeeding at the craft. And the Robin's Nest Live is all about creating a safe space for us to grow together. And so I'm very glad that you're joining me today. I'm live, just so you know the schedule. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon. On Mondays, like today, we do sing-along warm-ups together, and we also do Q&A for vocal technique. So again, stick around if you have some questions about your voice. I'd be happy to help point you in the right direction. On Wednesdays, we do ear training, and on Fridays, we do warm-ups as well, but the focus is a bit more on vocal agility. If you missed on Friday, man, we had a really, really great time. We broke down a Tori Kelly run, and we talked about why it's good to learn runs, because it's not just about learning the run, right? When there's a run challenge, like everybody's doing this thing that Ray is doing. Ray put out a new song called Where's My Husband, and everybody's like been figuring out a part of that song as a challenge. And these challenges keep cropping up, right? As artists put out songs, we become curious as to whether or not we can do the things that we hear our favorite artists doing, and so challenges catch fire. But you should learn your runs in a way that's going to benefit you as an artist going forward. You don't just want to be like, okay, cool, I did the run from that song, but now you don't know where to put it. And if you don't know where to put it, it doesn't belong to you. You know what I'm saying? So this is not today's conversation. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. But I do want to encourage you, if you are interested in that conversation, head to the live that I did on Friday. It's called, Friday, TRN Live, Friday Vocal Agility Training, and the subject was how to study runs. Okay, so definitely check that out if you're interested in that conversation. But we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today's Monday. It is 12:05, and we are about to get it going. So if you are going to warm up with me today, you got to make me some promises, okay? I'm not with you. I can't see you. I can't hear you. So you got to promise me a couple things. Number 1, you've got to promise me that if something hurts, if anything feels strained, like anywhere in your body, specifically like your neck or your vocal folds, that you will stop. Singing should not hurt, and it should not make you progressively more and more and more tired. So if you're starting to feel that way, just call it, okay? Come back to this video another day, maybe later on today, maybe, have some tea, drink some water, hydrate, and make sure that your vocal health is together, okay? So please do not continue to sing over anything that hurts or feels extra super duper strained. That's number 1. Number 2, grab some water. Okay, you wanna have, my water's over there, I can't even reach it. You want to have your water nearby, okay, just in case you need to take a little swig, you know what I'm saying? And, we're going to be going through high and low. I myself am a high singer because we're doing a sing-along warm-up together. There will be some times where you might feel like the range of the exercise is a bit too high for you. Just, chill till we come back down. And the same thing is true if we get too low for you. Just chill. We're going to come back around to a range that's more comfortable for you. Okay? So those are the rules. Before we get started as well, say what's up in the chat. Hello, Kristen. Hi, Forrest. Who else is here? Who else is with me? Okay, we got our, we have like the YouTube faithful, and we got the Instagram faithful as well. Hey, Gabe. Glad to see you. And yeah, if you're chilling with me, if you're going to be warming up with me today, say hello. Why not? Say hello. I would love to say hello back to you. All right, let's do it. Let's get into it. As usual, we're going to stretch our neck. Take your head over your left shoulder. Breathe. Empty yourself of the idea that this is going to be hard or difficult or unpleasant. Right? Warming up and practicing is such an important part of what we do as singers. And so we have to start building a sense of feel good about your warm-ups. All right, whatever it takes. This is what we have to do. We must do this. Okay, switch sides. It's so good for us. It's going to allow for our vocal longevity. It's going to allow us to sing for many, many, many years to come. So, fall in love with warming up. That's my advice for today. All right, chin to chest. Oops, my hat. Okay, let's look up at the ceiling. Take your chin, your hand in the center of the chest, pull down. Just hang that head back. Relax. Now take your tongue and try to touch your nose. Okay, release that. All right, let's swing our head gently from side to side. Okay, we can do some neck rolls. And stretch it out. Other way. Gotta make sure the body is ready. Other way. My mic is like in my hat space. All right, cool. Tongue stretches. And once again, I forgot my paper towel, but whatever. Let's do a couple of tongue stretches. Let's clean our teeth. Other way. Chew. Hey Dominique. Let's stretch our tongue. So stick your tongue out and point it to your right. Okay, other way. All right, cool. Time for our consonant pulses. Okay, so we're gonna switch consonants and we're gonna pulse on the beats, okay? Right? I'm going to call them out, so make sure you're paying attention, okay? But you know how we do. We're going to start with a K. Let me turn the beat up a little bit more so you can feel it. Okay, let's do it. We're going to start with K, and here we go. S-H. Good. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, now we're going to practice our breath control. We're going to do a controlled exhale. You know how we do, right? So we're going to inhale for 4, then pause for 2, then S for as long as we can, right? So the goal of that S is a controlled, steady sound, right? That's focused forward. And so I want to give you a helpful hint. If you've ever taken vocal sessions with me before, you know that I'm always going to encourage you to point your sound that way, okay? Don't focus on holding, but focus on releasing and controlling the breath. Are you ready? Let's do it. So we're going to inhale for 4, pause for 2, then for as long as we can. Use that core, and here we go. Breathe in. Good stuff. Let's do it again. In for 4, pause for 2, and S for as long as we can. Get ready to breathe. And breathe in. Cool. Let's work with a shorter span of time this time. Let's inhale for 2, pause for 1, then S for as long as we can. Because you know, we have varied time to breathe in, right? Depending on the song and depending on the part of the song that we're in. So sometimes we got plenty of time to breathe in, and sometimes only have a moment, right? So we want to practice that too. So let's go ahead and do that. Remember, in for 2, pause for 1, then for as long as you can. And if you are curious as to like how breathing for singing happens, if you download the ROBINSNEST app, you will instantly get access to a free mini course that explains how to breathe for singing. So head to the link in my bio, or there's a link in my description on YouTube that you can use to download and create your account rather, and then download the ROBINSNEST app. But let's do that again. So in for 2, pause for 1, S for as long as we can. Here we go. Get ready to breathe, and breathe. Ooh. Okay, last one, y'all. We're gonna do in 1, pause 1, S for as long as we can. Okay, so in, pause, that quick. All right, here we go. Get ready. Get ready to breathe. Get ready to breathe. And here we go. Waiting for the beat to come around. And cool. Good stuff. I hope that went well for you. Let's do some vocalizations now. All right, we're going to transition. We're going to transition over to singing now. And again, remember, we're going to be going all over the place in terms of our range. So if at any point you feel like it's too high, it's too low, just tap out for a second and then join us again when we are back within your range. But the exercises that we're going to do are going to focus today on, again, getting our voices ready to be used, right? So this is the sort of exercise you would do before you start practicing for the day, before you start training your voice on whatever songs you're working on. This is the sort of exercise that you could do before you do that. And I will say, if you take a look at the timestamps on our warm-ups, right, they usually end up being an hour or so. It doesn't have to take an hour for you, right? The reason it takes longer in these situations is because, number one, I'm talking to you. Number two, we're going outside of your range, perhaps, right? And so we have to do things a bit longer than you would necessarily have to do them in this kind of situation. But it really only takes anywhere from... You can warm yourself up to sing in anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes, right? And feel like you're ready to go. It really doesn't take that long. So, forgive me if I've given you the impression that warm-ups take a million years, because they don't. They really don't. They really do not. But okay. All right, cool. And then the other thing I wanted to make sure I do, because I tend to forget to put the keyboard on the screen. The people want to see the notes, Ash. So let me make sure that you can see the notes on the screen as we go through them. All right, let's do it. We're going to start here, and we're going to start as we usually do. We're going to hum. Relax those lips, relax that face. Don't fold your lips in. And let's just hum up a major third and back down. Nice and ooey gooey slidey. Here we go. And get that posture. Get that body aligned. And if you are a lower voice, you can join us an octave below. I didn't say that. So join us an octave below. Space for that. Don't pitch those upper notes. Don't choke them. Let's go down. Lovely. All right, cool. Let's start here. Let's do our lip trills. Right, we're gonna do it. In fact, we've been doing it 5-note scale, up and down, and then an octave. We've been doing that for a few weeks now. Let's do something else. But we're still gonna do our lip trills, okay? So it's going to sound like, I think we could do our, what do they call it? It's like an octave plus 1, right? So just to get our range working in a safe way, right? On the lip trill, it would sound like this. Right? Got it? My ear training folks, right? We should all be ear training folks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So you understand the scale that we're singing. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3. But as you do this exercise, you want to maintain control over your intonation and your notes, right? It's not easy, but you got to be thinking about it. So let's do it again in this key. And let's do something else as we go down the keyboard. All right, let's do our arpeggios. You can also do puffy cheeks. So I am going to use my Dr. Box though, because it's my favorite thing in the whole world. And yeah, it's great for this. So let's descend from this octave. Just like that. Here we go. Nice and luxurious. Sorry, y'all. Okay, feeling nice. I'm feeling especially nice because, Dr. Box. But I hope that you are feeling nice too. I hope that those lip trills did the trick. All right, so let's get into some chord closure stuff. Okay, so we're just going to do our wheeze as usual, right? But I want to highlight that when we do our wheeze, we want to just let the syllable do the work for us. That W is going to propel your voice forward. So when you hear me do it, we, my voice sounds full, like there's no air in it. It's not we, right? But I'm also not yelling. I'm not pushing, right? I am, I'm applying the normal amount of breath support and core support, but I'm not yelling or anything like that. So I want you to make sure that when you do this exercise, no matter what part of the range you're in, you're using proper breath control and proper breath support, I should say. But don't push, don't yell. This is actually a fairly easygoing exercise. It's really not anything crazy, right? So here we go. We. Let's go up. We. So those of you who are high voices like me, you don't want to surrender to the upper range, right? You don't want to, now that we're up here, you don't want to just let go. No. Keep it forward as much as possible. And again, it has nothing to do with yelling. We're not yelling or anything like that. But we do want to make sure that we keep the voice in the position that we want. So, we. I have something in my throat. Let's do that. Let's try that again one more time for me. We. One more. Okay, now we're going to slide through that major third. So I hope you didn't let it go. Don't let it go back there. Last one. Yeah. All right. So we did our wheeze. La 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 la. Oh, we haven't done our Louis in a while. Let's do some Louis. That will promote, facial relaxation, because the way that the exercise goes is you just gotta drop the jaw. And you're gonna say the name Louis, but only with your tongue. Louis, 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 Louis. That's the way the exercise goes. And we're just going to descend to 5-note scale, major. La. It's going to sound like this. La, 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 la. Relax. Keep that tongue free of tension, right? Just, gently say the word. How y'all doing? Can you learn how low and how high my range is? 20 to 45. I don't remember what that meant. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, seconds. Y'all were counting seconds. I'm sorry, y'all. Javon, I hope you're okay. Sorry, y'all. I missed all those comments. All right, let's do some Louis. Here we go. And la 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 la. Say this is a breathy exercise, meaning that you're not going full voice on this at all. But just because it's a lighter exercise does not mean that you don't need core support. So make sure that you're not neglecting that as we do this exercise. Here we go. La, 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 la. Those chins neutral. Let's go back down. That's a low C. That's a, well, for a higher voice, that's a low C. That's a low C. But, if you got a low voice already, that might have been easy peasy lemon squeezer for you. All right, good, good, good. I think we're making great time, and I hope your voices are feeling very well. And reminder that this is also Q&A day. So if you got questions as we're doing these exercises, as questions start to crop up for you, throw them in the chat because I want to answer your questions today, okay? That's what Mondays are all about. I want to get y'all some answers so that as you go throughout the rest of this week, practicing and singing and doing the things that artists do, that you have some insight to do it with. All right, let's do another sort of easygoing exercise, a mixed voice exercise, right? So we're just going to say, we're going to go between the vowels oo and e. So it's going to sound like this, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, and we're going to go up and down the scale. So we're going to go. Okay, keep it, again, it's nice and easy, nothing crazy, don't push the voice here, no matter what part of the range we're in, but we're using our mixed voice here. So we're going to be going through the range and just making sure that we keep it all consistent. All of our oohs and e's, we want them all to be consistent. That's the goal. Let's do it. And ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh. Ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh. Ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh. Ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh. Relax that face. Ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh. Talking to myself, right? Ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh. Ooh, ee, ooh, away from the mic because it's getting hot. All right, cool. That's enough. That's enough. All right. Let's do some resonance exercises. So we're going to say the word hung, H-U-N-G, but we're going to live in the NG of it, right? So hung, hung, hung. And we're going to sing on the NG. We're going to slide downward. All right, let me pull this down though, because we're not in that octave right now. All right, so we're just going to slide down an arpeggio. Now let's practice releasing that NG so that we can hear our voices in the resonance that HUNG creates. All right, so we're going to hold the hung on the top. Then we're going to release it into an ah and then slide down. So it's going to sound like this. Like that. Where to come in and open up on that watch my hand. And let me see what's going on in the chat. As I went up high, my voice got a little raspy or breathy for this exercise. Wasn't sharp like yours. The ooey ooey one right before this one. Okay, that's fair. That means you might just have to work on your support. Sometimes when your voice is not full in certain spaces, you need to apply more core support. I've noticed that for myself. So that could be it. If you notice that happening at any other point during this exercise, see if that's the reason, Jaleesa. Okay. I think we were here. No, I think we were. So if you want to know when to open to the ah, just watch my hand. Okay. So. You gotta exercise control over the voice. Don't let it go where it wants to go. Keep it where you want it in this case. Let's try. That's a little tricky, but I think we can do it. Let's try hungry. Right? working through my break here. Yeah, let's keep that. One more. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think I want to say Bayram. Thank you so much for that compliment. I appreciate that. I'm glad, Dominique. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, let's do it. Let's do some full voice stuff. Right, so let's starting down here. Here are the words to this exercise. The words are, we were away a year ago. We were away a year ago. We were away a year ago. Just say that with me. We were away a year ago. We were away a year ago. So not, we were away a year ago. We were away a year ago, right? And so do you feel how, or you should be feeling rather, if you talk in that space, there's no strain there, really. You're not yelling. It's just that you're applying your full voice to the words. We were away a year ago, right? And so we're going to sing in that exact space, right? We're going to go up a fifth. We were away a year ago, right? We want consistency throughout the exercise. That's the goal. Here we go. We were away a year ago. Ooh, my break. And we were away a year ago. We were away a year ago. We were away a year ago. Consistency. We were away a year ago. We were away a year ago. We were away a year ago. My frogs are coming out. We were away a year ago. We were away a year ago. Open up, y'all. We were away a year ago. We were away a year ago. We were away a year ago. Jeez. We were away a year ago. One more time for me. And we were away a year ago. We were away a year ago. One more. We were away a year ago. Let's come down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Try to mimic me as much as you can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep that voice forward. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah. Woo. Yeah, 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 yeah. There it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Right? So that exercise, none of that was supposed to be yelled or pushed. It was all about core support and placement, right? Core support and placement are your best friends when it's time to sing loud, right? You don't want to be screaming, you don't want to be yelling. You want to be placing and supporting. Yes? No yelling, no screaming. Placing and supporting. Okay, it's almost time for us to transition into Q&A, but I think we can do one more exercise. Let's do one more vocal exercise. One more vocal exercise. I'm trying to think of what that should be. There's so many ideas I have as to what they could be. But let's do an extended range exercise to end it off before we cool down and before I start taking questions. All right, so we're going to start the exercise with a Z, and we're going to go through all of our vowels, and it's going to sound like this. Z, O, Z. Oh, I don't have enough piano for this. Yeah, I don't have enough piano. I'll just play the pattern. But Ashley Robin, you can't play the pattern. Okay, I'm a vocalist. I'm not a keyboardist. All right, so we're gonna start it here though. So Z. Nice. Let's do a cool down before we get into Q&A. So, get your questions ready. Throw them in the chat, and I will go back and take a look and see what your questions are and get those answered for you today. But we are answering questions about vocal technique. So that's what Mondays are all about. We do some exercises that promote our vocal health, and then we do Q&A. But let's, I'm laughing because I got to get this camera angle right, because sometimes I just look like a floating head. And sometimes it's good. So like right here is good, I think. But anyway, I'll figure that out later. It's just funny to me. It's really funny to me. I look like I've been like, hello, everyone. Just peeking out of a hole. All right. So as is the Robin's Nest tradition, we are going to cool down in a major 7 arpeggio. Okay, I got my Dr. Box. If you don't have a Dr. Box, but you would like a Dr. Box, you can get one at 10% off from the Robin's Nest. There is a link in my description and a link in my profile if you're watching me on Instagram if you want one too. These are great. I swear by them. I never warm up without this. It's great. But yeah, let's cool down. I'm going to use my Dr. Box. If you don't have a Dr. Box, you can do puffy cheeks. Or you can do lip trills. Whichever you prefer. Okay, let's do it. And last one. Good stuff. My voice is feeling great. How is your voice feeling? If you've been hanging out with me the whole time and you did the whole warm up, tell me in the chat, how does your voice feel? My voice feels ready to go. I'm very excited. Got some practicing to do today and I feel ready. How do you feel? And I also would love to know what your questions are because we are hitting the Q&A portion of today's session. So let me know what questions you have. Throw them in the chat. And while you are getting your questions ready, I want to make sure that you are aware of what's happening in the Robin's Nest. So we got some Robin's Nest announcements to share with you so that you know how you can tap in with the Robin's Nest if you really, really would like to. If you would like to, I would love you to. For some of the stuff that we've got going on in the Robin's Nest, specifically this week. Okay, hold on one second. I'm noticing there's something not quite right about the dates I have here. Let me fix it real quick. Okay, but yeah, y'all get y'all questions ready. And in the meantime, let's talk about what's going on at the Robin's Nest this week that you can tap into if you would like to. All right, so here we go. First things first, Better Ear Boot Camp is starting again this week. We're going from Wednesday to Friday. And so if you are an artist, if you are a musician, you are serious about succeeding at your craft, and you know that there are some things you got to tighten up about that ear, then you definitely want to join us for Better Ear Boot Camp. I teach how to find keys by ear, how to follow chords by ear, and how to harmonize. These are all very essential skills, especially if you want to succeed and have longevity and thrive and not be frustrated in your music career. So we are going to be doing this for 3 days. It's a 3-day event. It's October the 22nd through the 24th. That's Wednesday through Friday. It is completely, totally, absolutely free. So if you want to hang out with me for 3 days and get your ear together, then what do you got to lose? Better Ear Boot Camp is absolutely free, and it is starting on Wednesday going through Friday. So definitely head to the link in my description if you're watching me on YouTube. If you're watching me on Instagram, the link is in my profile. I would love to see you at Better Ear Boot Camp. Even if you've come to boot camp before, I'd love to see you again. Join me at boot camp this week. We're going to have a lot of fun and get to some really important information that's going to make you someone who thrives in your music career. All right, next on and yeah, here's another thing you should know. The ROBINSNEST Workshop Series is something that I do ongoing. Like this is the actual ROBINSNEST community. These are the people who are in the community on the ROBINSNEST app, and they get to ask me all the questions that they have. And then on top of that, they get to attend monthly workshops that I do on vocals, songwriting, and ear training. Our last workshop day was actually 2 days ago on Saturday. We had a great time. We talked about how to study vocalists in vocal workshop. Songwriting workshop was about arranging 101. We talked about how to arrange your songs, and I also, gave the people there kind of a sneak peek on some of the music that I'm working on, just to take a look at how I'm thinking about arranging it. And then in ear training, we did an open session. We worked on chords, chord recognition. And so there's so much great information that gets, given out during the ROBINSNEST workshops. And so I would love to see you as an actual part of the nest. And so you can join the ROBINSNEST Workshop Series. You can be subscribed for as little as $0 a month. Of course, if you do that tier, then you're not going to get as many of the perks as you would if you did a different tier, but at least you would get the information. You would get to view the classes when they happen live. But if you really want to be in the nest, then the ROBINSNEST Deluxe tier or the Robin package is the one that you want to go for. And you can see what they all are about. You can see how it works. The link is in my description on YouTube, and the link is in my profile on Instagram. Okay, so there's so many ways to jump into the ROBINSNEST if you really want to. And if you have any questions about any of the stuff that I mentioned, hit me up, reach out to me in my DMs on Instagram. You can also text me, 914-984-4546. Again, 914-984-4546 if you want to text me and ask me any questions that way. All right, I'm happy to answer y'all's questions, starting with the questions that y'all have put in the chat. Let's take a look. I'm very glad that you joined. All right, cool. I'm so glad that the exercises are available for you when you get off work for us. I'm glad that you've been getting a lot out of it. You should warm up every day. You talking up every day. We should be warming up every day. Okay? But yeah, absolutely, 1,000%. Even if you're not going to do any hardcore singing today, you should still warm up your voice. Okay. All right. Any other questions, y'all? And again, I gotta get this angle right. Maybe I just gotta sit back. Because me leaning forward is making me look like a detached head, and it's driving me crazy. But yeah, drop your questions in the chat. Okay, I think I'll stick around maybe because I don't see many questions today. And so I might hang out till 105-ish. Okay. But yeah, throw your questions in the chat. Let me know if there's anything I can answer for you regarding vocals. What vocal questions do you have? I always got to give it a minute because I know that there's like a lag, and that's natural, right? It's natural. But yeah, if I don't see any questions, I'll definitely let y'all go. We had a really good warm-up session today. I think we worked out all the important things. Yeah, we did some SLVTs, we did some mixed voice, some chest voice, some full voice, some head voice stuff, some relaxation stuff. Am I freezing? Oh boy. I've been freezing. I hope I haven't been freezing the whole time. But whatever. I think we had a really great warm-up session today. I'm glad. I'm seeing some really good feedback in the chat. Y'all feel warmed up. You feel ready to go. I'm glad. I do too. I'm going to go and get my practice in personally for the day. I hope that you will get some practice in too on some stuff that's important to you. Yeah, make sure that you practice. Make sure that you give your voice the time that it deserves. Okay, because that's the way that we get better. That's the way that we grow. We don't grow by osmosis. We don't grow by wishing that we were better singers. We grow by practicing, using our voices, studying, shedding, as my mentor would say. That's how we achieve growth. So I want to see that for you. If I can help you achieve that growth in any way, let me know. That is what the Robin's Nest is here for. Remember that Better Ear Bootcamp starts on Wednesday. If you want to join me, the link is in my description and in my profile on Instagram. And I'm doing a free open ear training session on Saturday. I would love to see you there. But until then, I'll be live again on Wednesday. Until then, I am Ashley Robin. This has been the Robin's Nest Live, and I'll see you all again